What's going on, everybody? I'm here to bring you a core and upper body workout that's going to help you burn fat and build lean muscle. Stay tuned. Okay, everybody. So before we get started, just a quick reminder, this workout is specifically for beginners. If you have not worked out in a very long time, this is a great workout to help you start building a stronger core and upper body. We're gonna do some very simple exercises. The workout will get a little tougher as we go. It's gonna be broken up into 3 sections. Section 1 is gonna be only 2 different exercises back to back for a total of 2 minutes. Section 2 is 3 exercises back to back for a total of 3 minutes. And the last section 4 is 4 exercises for a total of 4 minutes. We are gonna have some mixed breaks in between, so please feel free to follow along. All you need for this workout is a mat. Let's get started.
All right, everybody, so let's get started with this workout. Now, the first exercise here is called a walkout. You want to make sure that your feet are shoulder width apart. Squat down, bringing your hands straight to the ground, walking out until you're in a high plank position. And then as you walk back, watch me bringing my butt low, standing up. Keep your core tight as you do this exercise. Okay, we're gonna go right into the next one on the bell. So now we're going to go into mountain climbers, making sure that your shoulders are right above your hands. You don't want to be too far forward or too far back. And I'm just trying to keep a nice steady pace, driving my knees inward towards my chest, keeping your core tight. Also notice that my hips are not coming up. I'm trying to keep my hips stable by squeezing my core. You should feel this primarily in your lower abs. Good, now that the bell rang, we're gonna go right back to that first exercise again, the walkout. Making sure that, again, that your core is tight. Right now, your core should be a little bit more activated after those mountain climbers, so I want you to really focus on squeezing those lower abs, getting your butt nice and low, walking out into that high plank, and take your time with this. Make sure you're just nice and consistent. You don't need to rush the pace. If you notice I'm keeping a nice steady pace, try to move along with me. Good, now on that bell, we're gonna walk out and we're gonna go right back to those mountain climbers again. Let's go. Again, keeping that core tight, making sure that the hips don't stay high or low. We just want them to be nice and stable. If you wanna make this a little harder, try leaning forward a little bit. In the beginning, I said make sure that your shoulders are right above your hands. If you actually bring your shoulders in front of your hands, you're gonna feel a lot more of a shoulder burn doing this exercise. Good, now here in these 30 seconds, it's just a break. This is just a break between exercises. So that was your first circuit completed. If you notice, I'm kind of just like loosening up my arms, making sure that I feel good. You were in a high plank for most of that, so your shoulders should be nice and warm. From here, we're gonna go into your next set. So just make sure that you feel really, really good before you start, loosen up. And we're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go into a bird dog with a crunch. So the bird dog is primarily a stretch. So ideally, when I kick my foot out and my hand out, I'm really reaching back as far as I can with that foot and reaching forward as far as I can with that hand. So you should feel a nice stretch. Now, as I bring my elbow into my knee, I'm really squeezing, again, my lower abs as hard as I can. This is also a balance exercise. So you might not get it at first. You might feel off balance, and that's okay. This is something that you should work towards getting nice, strong, and stable. Now that the bell rang, we're going to simply switch to the other side, focusing again on getting that nice long stretch as I extend my foot out. Notice I'm just really kicking my foot back as far as I can, like I want to touch the wall behind me. Same thing with my hand, reaching forward like I want to touch the wall in front of me. And as I bring that elbow and knee together, I'm doing like a crunch. Think of crunching as you bring that elbow and knee together, and really focus on squeezing the core hard. All right, now we're gonna go simply to a shoulder touch. Again, we were in the first circuit, we were doing a lot of high planking. So your shoulders should have been nice and warm, and now to get right into the shoulder touch, When you're doing the shoulder touch, notice that my hips are really not moving much. So what I'm doing here is, again, squeezing my core, like we've been doing the whole workout, but I'm also engaging my glutes. I'm really trying to squeeze my glutes hard, and I have my feet separated shoulder width apart to help me with the balance and core control. Now we're gonna go right back to the bird dog, right back to that same exercise. Your core should be nice and warm here. As you begin to crunch harder, your abs should be a little bit more fatigued. So it should be a little easier for you to get that ab work in. Again, just focus on that squeeze and stay consistent with the movement and focus on your balance. Now the bell rang, let's switch it right over to the other side. Again, stay consistent. Try to stay nice and even also. We're not giving you a rep count, we're just doing it for time, but we want to make sure that we're not doing 15 reps on one side and only 10 on the other. So do your best to stay even throughout this. Stay consistent with the pace. You might be better at one side than the other. That just means that you have a little bit of an imbalance that you need to work on. This might be an exercise you might want to add into your daily routine to help improve that imbalance. And now that that bell rang, right back to the shoulder touch. Your shoulders should be a lot more warm right now. You should start to get that burning sensation in. Again, remember to squeeze the core and squeeze the glutes. Shoulder width apart with the feet. That's going to help with the balance and core control, hip control. Focus on being nice and consistent. And again, notice that my shoulders are kind of right above my hands. You don't want to be too far back when you do this. It's a very common mistake. And here you want to just, again, relax. This is your 30-second break. If you need a drink of water, be sure to get it. Wipe down with a towel. If you're extra sweaty on your mat, make sure you wipe that off because we're going to stay on the mat. We don't want you slipping and sliding. Also, check out that I got the blue socks on today. I felt, I just wanted to change things up a little bit. I do not match with those blue socks. I just noticed that right now as I'm talking. It's all good. It's all good. Nice and blue. All right, here we go. Circuit number 3. This is a walking forward knee tuck, or that's what I'm going to call it, whatever. Basically, we're doing a knee tuck. Now, notice that I'm doing my best to stay nice and consistent. My hips are not coming up or going down. I'm trying to keep them nice and steady. Every time I step forward with that knee, or both knees, I'm squeezing my core as hard as I can. So it's like I'm doing crunches every single time I bring those knees forward. Just be nice and consistent with this movement. Now in between here, we're going to drop down to a low plank, and you have what is called a spider plank. Making sure that my shoulders are right above my elbow to stay nice and controlled. My palms are flat against the mat. That's going to help with the core control as well. And we're just alternating, bringing the knees side to side. I'm trying to squeeze my obliques here. It's a very core dominant extra workout that we're doing right now. So your core should be on fire, and bringing those knees to the side is really going to help activate the obliques. Now we're going to go right back to that forward walking knee tuck. But notice that this time I'm walking with my left leg first. So the first time through, I was doing right leg first. Now I'm doing that left leg first. So left leg in, left leg back. Left leg in, left leg back. Nice and consistent. Your shoulders are probably burning right now. That's fine. That's okay. We're just putting in that work. Now that the bell rang, we're going to go back down to the low plank, and you guessed it, spider planks. Let's do it. Keep that core nice and tight. Again, trying to focus on maintaining, not bringing your hips up too high, which is a very common mistake. The higher you bring those hips, the more you're going to deactivate the core. So try to keep those hips nice and low and just stay consistent with your movement. If you're having a hard time doing the spider plank, just hold a regular low plank. And you get a break here, 30-second break. Notice that here my shoulders are pretty, just like I said before, your shoulders are probably on fire too. So I'm just very quickly adding in a couple of little shoulder stretches just to kind of help loosen up so that I can go into the next set. Shake them out, shoulders across and front and back. Just make sure you're nice and loose. We're going to start it right back up. So right leg first, just like we did before. Right leg in, right leg out. Right leg in, right leg out, making sure that you're squeezing the core. Once again, and if I'm gonna say squeeze the core 1,000 times, you gotta squeeze it. This is a core dominant workout, so this is gonna help it's gonna help with your core balance, but two, it's also gonna help a lot with your core strength. And the better you get at doing this workout in particular, the stronger your core is gonna get, and some harder type exercises are gonna be you're gonna be able to do because your core is strong enough to handle. And right back to the spider plank, these damn things. Oh, they suck, I know they do. Come on guys, we got this. Keep it going. Keep that core tight. Remember, shoulders above the elbows, palms flat on the ground. Use your palms almost as a grip to help you stay in place. Keep those hips nice and low, nice and even, and focus on just being consistent, squeezing the obliques every time you bring those knees forward. I know your shoulders are on fire, and guess what? On that belt, yep, back up to the high plank. Let's go. Left side, left leg in, left leg out. Left leg in, left leg out. Let's do it. Stay nice and consistent. Don't forget to squeeze the core. Every time that knee comes forward, you're squeezing those lower abs. Stay consistent. We're almost there. I know the shoulders are burning, but it's all right. We got 5 seconds, and we're going to drop right back down to that low plank one more time. Finish strong. And the low plank spider. Here we go. Squeezing the core tight, shoulders above the elbows, knees side to side. Squeeze the obliques. Stay nice and consistent. Palms flat on the mat. Grip with those hands. Almost done. You're almost there. Nice. And you get your 30-second break. Once again, notice that I'm going ahead and stretching. This is a very, very simple child's pose stretch that's great for your shoulders. Once you've done a very shoulder heavy workout, just get in that position. It's gonna feel really good. And now we're going into a cobra stretch. This is a really, really easy stretch to do. The further back, the closer your hands are to your hips in this position, the more you're gonna feel that stretch in your abs. We just did a very core dominant workout. So those 2 stretches right there are gonna really, really be important during this time. Now reach through. Let's just finish with these stretches. Again, in that child's pose position, and now all I'm doing is reaching through with my hand to get a deeper stretch in the shoulders. Back into the cobra. Take nice deep breaths. And that's it. We made it. Good job, guys.
All right, guys, thank you once again for following along with us and working out, doing this upper body and core workout. We will be posting more workouts like this moving forward. Please be sure to save this one, like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what other kind of workouts you'd like us to post here on this channel. If you know somebody that this video can help, please share. Now, to finish everything off, I just wanted to let you know that we have a free gift for our followers. Thank you so much for being with us. If you click the link in the description below, it is going to be our beginner's guide to working out at home. Now, we know that a lot of people right now in particular are at home, they want to work out, they don't have any equipment, it's hard to get anything anywhere. So if you click the link below, we have an awesome guide to teach you guys how to get started working out at home with no equipment at all. Again, the description is in the link below, and if you know somebody that this can help, please share. Thanks for watching, guys.